Okay, we will try to focus on these three concerns. Okay, the first one here is more than the question about accessibility of education. How do we ensure that learning stays relevant in terms of the mode of delivery and at the same time the content and competency we deliver? Second one, with the challenge of interaction and communication in a remote setup, how can we promote pupils' engagement in their learning? And then finally, we also need to consider our parents, who all of the time are the ones beside our students. How do we guide them to support their children at home? So these are the three main concerns that we will dig deeper into. So to address this concern, we initiated a strategy we named as Project 3Os, which is until now being applied in our learning continuity plan for this school year. So this 3O stands for open communication, online instruction, and online kumustahan. So kumustahan in English is a simple check-in or a more of a get-together. We believe that each O played an important role in our implementation of distance learning. And we believe that our approach to this kind of a setup will not be successful if we neglect to do a certain component. So let's start with the open communication. So in general, open communication happens when the members in a team are empowered to share their thoughts and air their concerns without any fear of repercussions. So the most common way to communicate are through text messages, phone calls, and the use of social media. Okay, as you will see, okay, we have maximized those three platforms. Okay, but since we believe that communication is a two-way process, and we really want to know the actual status of learning, okay, of our pupils, we also employed different methods. So the first one in line here is the face-to-face forum. We follow the minimum health protocol, okay, when we implement this. So the reason we conduct this is that we want to know the voice of our parents to make our approach responsive to their needs, and so that we can easily make necessary adjustments based on their feedbacks. We also ask our parents to send us the pictures of or videos of the actual activities of their children at home, or even their outputs, so that we can provide them some feedbacks on how they can still improve their outputs before submission. And then the last resort, okay, that we have here is the home visitation. I know for sure that teachers from the Philippines are very familiar with this. So after 3 to 4 weeks of non-participation in any activity, we personally go to their houses to bring their learning activity or learning materials and provide the parents with instructions on how they can better guide their children at home. The second O here is the online instruction. So the context of our pupils last school year was that not all of them can attend online classes due to the lack of gadgets and stable internet connectivity. We try to maximize whatever gadgets available with them, and through the help of our local government, some of them were given free internet access, especially those who were struggling. But more than being able to transmit information and eventually learning, we wanted our pupils to feel the experience of a classroom. The only difference is that interaction and the interaction between the pupils and the teachers are happening virtually. So to complement this classroom experience, teachers sometimes request the pupils to wear their school uniform or even their physical education uniform whenever they will do physical exercises or Zumba dance. We also introduced to our parents the concept of a learning space at home. It is a study environment that is free from distractions and has easy access to study tools. The design of this learning space can be as grand as the one from the first picture, or as simple as the one on the second picture. So during online instruction, teachers use video clip, and other applications to engage more their pupils. We try to create a learning experience that the pupils will be looking forward to attend every week. In our context, online instruction is not just putting the teachers inside the monitors of our pupils. There are three factors that are important here. The first one here is the integration of technology. Okay, the second thing is the interaction with teachers and pupils. And the third one will be the atmosphere of a classroom. And the last O here is the online kumustahan. So online kumustahan is a weekly activity of the homeroom advisor with this class through a video meeting. This can be done with the pupils only or together with their parents, depending on the concern of the teacher. During this meeting, the teacher asks his pupils about their concerns and challenges, and even celebrate their small wins. Our main consideration here is to address early whatever worry they have or any challenge they have, okay, in their learning. So in addition, we also provide them with psychosocial activities to promote good health among our pupils. So as you will notice, this figure here summarizes the different stages we underwent in this project. We started with the identification and setting up of available platforms in reaching our pupils. Okay. Then after this, we also conducted preliminary activities such as orientation regarding the schedules, guidelines, and the responsible persons to account for. And then finally, the conduct of our 3 O's every week. As you will notice, there is a focus area for each O that we need to deliver and monitor closely to guarantee that we are implementing the activities appropriately. So how do we monitor these 3 O's? Okay, so this question is regarding sustainability of any project. Okay, so we need to address this concern, okay, because we believe that the program or project should be integrated in the school system to make it last. To make this happen, we reflected each O in our class program. And we even conducted orientation to explain and communicate the possible activities they can and need to do in each O. We also made phone calls. I also made phone calls with our parents and pupils to solicit perspectives about our learning delivery. With the feedback that we and I received and solutions that my teachers provided me, we have improved the system for this school year. So what are the key takeaways that we have here in our experience? One thing that this pandemic has hampered is the connection between the school and the community. The school has to use all the means and exert all its effort to reach its pupils and parents. The second one here is the sense of a classroom. It is quite challenging for the school and most especially for our pupils to separate home from school, play from study during this distance learning. And since all the time our pupils are at home, teachers and parents must provide an environment and stimuli that will let them have a sense of a school during their learning. And then finally, success depends on the partnership between the school and the community. So this goes with the old adage that it takes a village to raise a child. Parents and teachers should work hand in hand together with the whole community in supporting the needs of our students. So for those who are planning to implement a similar project, here are some of my suggestions.